Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Merry Christmas and happy Magnum Day. So this is beer 25 of the CARWYN Cellars Advent box, or Canvent box, should I say. This was an add-on Magnum that obviously didn't come in the box. You had the opportunity to purchase this separately for Christmas Day. It's a big boy. It's going to be hard trying to pour it. So it's Framboise, raspberry sour ale, barrel aged at 7.2% by Dollar Bill Brewing out of Ballarat in Victoria. So they're relatively local to me. And yes, I'm looking very excited to this one. Hopefully it opens all right, because sometimes these bottles can be a pain in the bum. Oh my God, it's just gone everywhere. Brilliant. Look at it. Oh no. Fuck's sake. Wilco, if you're out there, be very careful when you open it, brother. I was considering opening it beforehand. I wish I had of. So yeah, it's all over my pants, all over the floor. And it's still like going off too. So I'm going to quickly pour it. Feel like I lost half the bottle. Very, very lively carbonation is the first thing I'll say. So looks absolutely delightful. It's like the colour of Santa's suit. Like a dark, sort of a bright red, but a little bit darker than like your standard red, like your scarlet. Like almost like a crimson touch to it. So it's got, yeah, like a one finger head, which has a slight pinkish hue. Body, I'd say medium. And yeah, we know what the carbonation was like. I just can't be bothered with cleaning it up afterwards. That's the worst thing. I'm just sitting here. I've got bare feet, right? Sitting here in tracky dacks and bare feet, and my feet are just sitting in the pool of goodness. So let's go with. I'm excited for this one. What a way to start a video on Christmas Day. Cheers, Joey. Cheers, Simo. Yeah, so I feel like it's going to have a very, very good balance of sweet and tart. The raspberry is like full on. And you're definitely getting like some wine character. Yeah, like huge grape, some floral. There's some oak there. Even like a touch like a vanilla. Yeah, it smells really, really good. Cheers, Lady Dragon. I just spilt a beer all over myself. It was very, very lively. The first thing I should have said is, it's a boy. So yeah, this is obviously, I've had a bit of a sleep in today, or tried to anyway. And then yeah, this is my first beer for the day. A huge magnum of a wild raspberry ale. Oh, I'm going in. It smells really good. Cheers, guys. Merry Christmas. That is lush. Huge tart raspberry, like massive. And I'm a huge raspberry like sour man. Like when they're like this, it's the bee's knees. Yeah, you're getting like a huge grape character. You can tell it's been aged in wine barrels. It's not too acidic, which is good. You're getting some sweetness, but yeah, probably on the palate, I'd say it's more tart than sweet. It's not that like mouth puckering tartness, but it's like enough to know it's there, sort of thing. See, some of the other magnums they've had for this Christmas thing, they've been beers that I've sort of got a bit sick of, in like because it's such a massive bottle, and drinking it by myself, it can be a lot of work. You're sort of just tucking into it over the day or like over the couple of hours anyway. But yeah, some of the other ones I had, I just couldn't do it. It was too much. But I feel like with this one, I'll probably have maybe two or three glasses of it and then chuck it back in the fridge and then maybe have like one or two tomorrow. But yeah, because it's the sort of thing I really enjoy, I don't think I'm going to get as sick of this one. I mean, 1.5 litres, it doesn't sound like much, but when it comes to a beer like this, it sort of is. Plus, I lost about 200 mils on the floor. Yeah, the colour's awesome. I don't know how you describe that colour. It's like it's weird. It's sort of like the colour of I was going to say like Slipknot's outfits. That sort of slightly, it's like a bright red, but it's a little bit darker. I mean, on the camera, it probably looks even darker again, but just in looking at it like this, it reminds me of like the Slipknot outfits. My water broke. Let's go through some comments, shall we? You know I don't live in the UK, you teasing bastard. Yep, I'm here. I did one yesterday, but it was at a stupid time. Um, I could possibly do one. See what happens. Bumpy's doing a show where we're going to drink like Christmas beers, and I've got a feeling that's coming up in the next 45 minutes or so. So I probably don't have any time. No, I was in the shower because yeah, it's only sort of morning here, so I quickly went quickly went outside, made sure the bottle was good to go, took a photo, then yeah, put it all in the StreamYard ready to go, went and had a shower, and yeah, I was just running a bit late. Bloody dogs. So is anyone else having a drink or a smoke being Christmas Eve? I'm sure he's after like the day I had at work and then the couple of reviews afterwards and the live hangout, I was pooped. I was in bed by about, I don't know, probably 9 o'clock Christmas Eve. I felt like I got a slightly better sleep, but still not that great. I've just got this issue at the moment where I keep waking up like every 45 minutes. I can't just get like 4 hours solid sleep without waking. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, brother. I just spilt a shitload of booze all over me. It was a very lively boy. If it wasn't so heavy, I would have had it because it's like a big magnum fucker. Trying to hold the glass and the magnum and pouring it, you sort of had to have it a bit lower to ground. So you couldn't actually see it on the camera. And it fucking went everywhere. Made for a laugh anyway. Yeah, just as soon as I cracked it, you heard it like, and then all of a sudden, this white shooting out everywhere. I'm going to pour myself some more. I like it very, very much. See, lucky I didn't do this at the start. I would have had a fucking brand new laptop purchase coming up. You got to be sensible with these things. God, it looks good. Ooh, yes. It's a perfect color for a Christmas beer. Just reminds me of Santa. The big red body and then the white beard and hair up the top. I love the combination of the raspberry and the grape and the oak together. Really works. I'm pretty sure the only adjunct in it's raspberry. Hello, Alex. How the hell are you? Merry Christmas. Cheers, buddy. Have a look at the colour of my beer. Does it remind you of Santa? Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're enjoying Christmas Eve with your family. So as far as if I could make this any better than what it is, I highly, highly rate it. But I would probably the only thing I'd just have that like tartness just a little bit more. Like I like when a sour beer's got that sort of borderline mouth puckering tartness. And yeah, as far as like the punchy raspberry flavor, the sweetness, the fact that like I don't know, you get sort of like a floral edge to it as well, even like dried grass. Just everything about it's like awesome, like really elegant. And I like the fact that it's like a red wine barrel, which is pretty cool. It just works like the darker grapes with the raspberry. Very, very enjoyable. I'm not sure how many bottles of these they sell, but I know it's like pretty limited. Do you know what else is limited? Sitting in a pool of sour raspberry ale. I'm bathing in it. Thankfully, the tracky dacks are black. If they were a white pair, I'd nearly have to throw them out. See, as it's warm, I'm getting a bit more acidity. But it's like pretty mild. Some of these like sour ales are full on when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, not really big. It's not that funky. Because yeah, normally when it comes to funk, it's one of those things I'll get straight away, and I'll be thinking about it and talking about it. But the fact that I haven't even mentioned it, like you're getting that slight sort of farmhouse funk, but yeah, it's very very light. As I said, like I get sort of a touch of like dried grass and floral, but hmm, it's more like a yeah, just like a sourness and a tartness of like raspberry and grape. Pretty sure raspberry's the only thing they added. Need to have another look. But yeah, you definitely get like a vanilla note from the barrel. Luscious, bouncy raspberries elevated by angular derisions of blended barrel aged ale, and comforted by subtle notes of rare wine barrels, typical of an Australian Christmas. Mary Magnum from Dollar Bill Brewing. They've always been one of my favourite Australian sour breweries, and they're like really good people too. The guy's like big, real big fella, like real tall and big presence, and yeah, like he's got sort of like a real dry sense of humour. He's quite funny. One of the best things they ever did, they set up a. It was like a container bar in the middle of Ballarat, in like a university sort of parkland, like campus sort of park. And they just got a barrel from all their friends in the brewing industry. And they just had this like 2 day festival thing where you just rocked up there and tried dollar bill like beers, or like beers from all these other breweries. And they had like some really good stuff there. They had like Stomping Ground and Range and yeah, heaps of others. It was unreal, and it was the sort of thing they were thinking about doing more often, but the council was sort of against it. And now they're trying to. They've got their own property, which is just outside of Ballarat, in like a small town not far from the city. And they've got this awesome as setup for like their brewery, and like turning it into a place you can go and have a drink and relax. But yeah, all the local people are against it, and the council are against it, and it's like they've done all this work with the council, but then the council won't look after it. And they've been trying to get it going for years, and I feel real sorry for them. Just yeah, such good people, and the type of people that would go to drink at a dollar bill venue. They're not the ones that are going to cause trouble. And yeah, like I don't know why the locals are so against it. If anything, it would be better for their community, especially too because all the properties are all like far apart. They're like it's not like you're not going to cop noise. Yeah, it's like it's just so stupid. Anyway, after that rant, at least it's a beer related rant. Cheers, Stewie. Good to see you, brother. Can anyone do me a favour and look up what time Bumpyism's Christmas special starts? I'm pretty sure he's got it on YouTube already, like set to go. See, I've done 2 glasses of this easily, and I'm wanting more, so that's a good sign. I know they had like it was sort of like some sort of chocolate wild ale a few years ago, and yeah, after like 2 glasses, I was done. What a way to start the morning. Yeah, boy. So yeah, pretty sick label. Definitely one of those bottles you sort of want to hold on to, present somewhere until until the time comes to move house, and then you're like, I can't be bothered. I'll chuck it out. Yeah, I thought Bumpy might have come into the chat, popped into the chat. I was looking for a word that started with P. I know he said pump. Maybe as it warms a little, we might get a little more funk, Wilco, but we'll see how we go. It is Christmas time in the UK now, isn't it? Actually, now that I go back, that's what Joey would be referring to because he wrote that. He wrote that bang on 11 a.m., which would have been midnight. Great, I've got a big bug on the screen now. Yeah, boy. God, that's good. I'm not getting sick of it at all. Like, I'm wanting more, and I'm on like the 3rd glass of it. I'm going to be lit. Christmas Day, I always get smashed because I'm like, not miserable, but like just sort of annoyed that I don't get to do anything. So I'm like, fuck it. So yeah, as I said, wanting to do some Christmas beers. We're going on Bumpyism's channel, and probably just going to do like we're probably going to do yeah, like reviews, but yeah, just talk shit and that as well. I'm not sure how many, obviously, there'll be like a handful. But yeah, Bumpy hasn't done a live for a while, so it's pretty cool. Good friend, good American lad. As soon as my clock hits 11:30 a.m., Stewie, I will give a score for this bad boy. It's currently 11:29. It's 11:30. My score for this beer. Mm. Shit, hey. I'm a big fan. And I think Stewie's going to get his wish. 4.7, my dude. This one goes out to you. It was always going to be around that sort of 4.6, 4.7, somewhere around there. I think it's like an excellent sour ale. I'm quite impressed, and it reminds me a lot of the last Serene one I had recently that I very much enjoyed and gave a similar score. Yeah, very, very good. Like raspberry's my favourite fruit when it comes to sours. Um, I love how you get that grape character. It's like really works well, like balances out the sweetness, the sourness, the touch of funkness. Like it's just very well brewed. And yeah, I love how you get that like vanilla note from the barrel with like a touch of oak. It's like slightly floral. I feel like the floral edge probably comes from like the raspberry obviously, but yeah, even like the grape. Um, yeah, it's a sort of beer most people could try and love. Because yeah, as I said, it's like sour, but it's not too sour. It's not too funky. Like it's very light with the funk. Um, yeah, and just like raspberry. Who doesn't love raspberry? I just yeah, I feel like it'd be sort of beer like most people could try this and enjoy it. Like if you had a but say Wilco for example, my mate that's in the chat, local boy to or relatively local to me. We both grew up in the same place. For his Christmas day or his dinner or whatever he's doing, I would suggest cracking this bottle and sharing it with his family because I feel like this would be the sort of beer that a lot of people could have and enjoy, like even if they're not into craft beer. It's very, very nice. And you will enjoy it, Wilco. Shout out to you also because I know how much you are looking forward to this Magnum. And it's good that we've got something very decent, good brewery, good style. So yeah, still no idea as to what time Bumpy was starting. I've got a feeling he's on in like the next 25 minutes or so, but I'm obviously one of the guests on the show, so I thinking I might wrap this up shortly because I have a mess to clean up. And yeah, I don't know if you caught that, Wilco, but yeah, when you open it, dude, open it over the sink because it fucking went everywhere. All over my floor, all over my trackies. As soon as you open it, it's just like real lively and shoots up. Yeah, boy. I was always going to be up there, mate. Oi. How are you, Drewy? Good to see you, brother. Um, I think Bumpy's doing a special show where you do a beer, like Christmas beers. So I'm not sure if it's something where it's like structured and you do reviews, or it's just a hangout, or I'm not sure what's going on. But I said that I'd join that. But yeah, obviously, if you're going live, I'll join you at some stage as well. We will get lit together, my friend. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. I've gone for the solid half hour. It's a good way to get my Christmas day started, especially because my Christmas is pretty grim. Yeah, and those of you that aren't aware, my 1 year anniversary comes up in the next week. I just got a reminder about it on YouTube. Actually, you're turning one. So I was considering doing some sort of panel, like a hangout thing for the 1 year birthday of the channel. And the only sort of request I had, like, it would be the sort of thing where I'll keep it to like close friends, so I just wanted them to have some sort of like hyped beer or pretty decent beer. I don't care if you got smashes apart from that, just as long as you sort of got one decent beer. But yeah, I've got to sort of shoot out some messages about that. We'll get on to that at some stage. Now that I'm off work, I've got plenty of time on my hands. So cheers, peeps. Merry Christmas. Make sure you get real drunk or real high and enjoy whatever time you've got off. Cheers.